And hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Luca, your Guitalian player, and apologies to not be consistent on this channel. I will try harder to post more content, and today we're gonna take a look at this beautiful, gorgeous, I'd say, guitar. I think that you can agree with me that for sure this guitar is really stunning. All right, this is a Les Paul Gibson Les Paul Supreme, of course, the new model. Why I say the new model? Because actually there was a Gibson Les Paul Supreme, and this guitar is kind of different. Okay, it's not properly an evolution, but it's a completely different take, I would say, from the past model. Why I'd say that? Because the past Gibson Les Paul Supreme, it was kind of a hollow body, it had figured back as well, and it was more of a kind of a vintagey type of Les Paul, kind of unique actually, while this one is way more modern. We're talking about the top of the line of Gibson USA production, so nice quality indeed, and a little bit pricey though. However, this guitar sounds really great, as you could probably hear from the beginning. I'm playing through my quad cortex with my captures and presets and stuff. Some of them you can find in the description down below if you like. And basically it's a Gibson Les Paul, so you know, mahogany, mahogany body. You have the maple top, this gorgeous maple top, but with different colors. I think this one is my favorite one actually, like with the gold hardware. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? It's like closer to a Les Paul custom type of vibe, and you know, also have aesthetically wise, you know, this logo, really cool indeed. Then you have locking tuners. Then you have mother of pearl inlays, gorgeous ones. You have, of course, the binding and 22 frets on an ebony fretboard. So nothing really, you know, crazy about that. This is a slim taper type of neck, so pretty comfortable, but if you're used to, you know, big chunky 57 or 58 Les Paul type of neck, maybe this is not the one for you. But if you play Les Paul Customs, for example, maybe you will like this neck better. And oh yeah, the body is weight relief, so you know, the ultra modern weight relief. So the guitar is pretty lightweight. I mean, it's all right, okay, not super light, but not, you know, 70s Les Paul Custom heavy for sure. No, it's pretty lightweight. I think it's around 4 kilograms or something like that. Sorry if you're American, I don't know the weight in pounds. So this guitar is basically a little evolution, if we can say that, of the Les Paul Modern, the Modern Figured, for example, because I think the Les Paul Modern is discontinued now. So you have just the Les Paul Modern Figured, or this one. They're pretty similar guitars and they share the electronics actually. Also here you have 4 push-pull knobs that can split, or maybe it's better to say coil tap, the 2 humbuckers. So for example, with a clean tone, this is like just a little bit of a reverb, and the Mark III capture this, my Mesa Mark III. This is the clean channel of the amp. Kind of a bright sound, but pleasant sounding, I'd say. And then you can coil tap it. All right. Then of course you have your middle position. I think it sounds pretty cool, you know, with this pickup configuration. And of course here you can, you know, split one, split both, or split just the, sorry, coil tap the neck humbucker, or both, you know, again, humbucker, and then, of course, yeah, you have your neck pickup. Then you can coil tap it. All right. And then in the middle position, you can also use this to invert the phase of the pickup. So you will have this kind of a quacky type of tone. Okay. Here is like without the inverted phase. And here with the phase inverted. And of course you can just like, for example, roll off the volume a little bit of one pickup. To have different kind of flavors, all right? And then you can experiment with that. I don't know if you're into coil tap and stuff like that. Personally, I'm not that much. You know, for me, Les Paul are just like three good sounds, you know, and I can live with that. But if you're into it, you know, why not, I would say. And last but not least, you have these, that's basically bypass all the electronics and goes directly straight to the bridge humbucker. Also Sur has kind of a similar switch. I think it was called the full-blown switch, something like that, can't remember. But basically you can, you know, for example, I can, you know, coil tap maybe this one, and okay, put the middle position here, and I don't know, like a little bit less volume here, to have this kind of tone, you know, whatever you like. And then if you just push this knob, you're going straight to the bridge humbucker with all bypass, like 10 volume, 10 like the tone, max tone, you know, and just going there. So you can have kind of a preset for, you know, like you can preset the controls the way you like, and then going straight to your, you know, more rock and juicy type of tone, if you're into that. All right. Oh, the pickups, maybe I forgot to mention that these are Bassbreaker Pro and the neck position, and the Bassbreaker Pro Plus at the bridge position. And I like these pickups. They're not bad at all. A little bit, you know, they have a presence. Like the top end, it's there. You can definitely hear that. They're not dark pickups for sure, but you know, pleasant sounding. Okay, this was the, you know, kind of a clean type of tone. If we put an overdrive in front of this tone, you have these sounds. This was the bridge pickup, for of course. Maybe roll down the volume a bit. All right, coil tap it. All right, maybe not my favorite tone. I mean, coil tap and coil split are useful in certain situations, but it's not, you know, my cup of tea, I would say. Let's go with the neck pickup. neck pickup on a Les Paul, it's just like, you know, fat, nice tone. It's just like great, you know, always. Ooh, nice. I think it's an Andy Timmons song, this one. Sorry, Andy, didn't want to steal that. All right, let's move on to the JCM 800 capture that I did with the, you know, the Maxon Audio 808. It sounds pretty massive. It sounds like this. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Les Paul and the Marshall, okay? If we put some effects. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this tone for sure, you know, and you can have nice tones with this guitar. It plays beautifully and it's a well-made guitar indeed. However, I think that this guitar is a little bit too expensive, and not per se. The problem is that you can get with kind of $1,000, euro, or whatever your currency is, less. You can have the Les Paul modern figure that actually is pretty much the same guitar, with just a little bit of a difference in the matter of, like, regarding the you know, the inlays, the logo, and you know, the hardware, the gold hardware here. But I find a little bit hard to justify the price, Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a difference regarding the neck shape, because this one is a slim taper and the Les Paul Modern has an asymmetrical shape that actually I quite enjoy. But they're pretty much the same guitar. So I'm wondering why this does cost way more than that. And the problem is that that guitar, I mean the Les Paul Modern, it's an amazing guitar and actually great bang for the buck, because it's a USA made guitar, you know, and you have pretty much the same sounds and gorgeous aesthetics. I mean the blue one is just like, oh my god, what a beautiful guitar that is, right? So for $1,000 more, £1,000 or euro, whatever more, you can get this one. I mean, it depends also, you know, the guitar store that you're looking at, you know, or the official Gibson site. It depends. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but you know, it's pretty much that. So with that difference of a price, I mean, it's just a little bit hard to justify, because it's pretty much just like a static and some minor things, and I would be pretty happy with the Les Paul Modern. So, you know, I'm a little bit, you know, embarrassed, because the guitar, it's amazing. It's really nice one, but we are talking of like more than 3,000 euro, like we're around 3,500, okay, 3,500 euro. And with a little bit more, you can enter the Gibson custom shop, you know, catalog. And for me, the Gibson customs are better than this one. So for example, you can buy a 57, like a gold top 57, and that's an amazing guitar, even more beautiful than this one. It's I don't know, it's more like the real thing. And don't get me wrong, this is an amazing guitar, but I'd rather spend a little bit less and go with the Les Paul Modern instead of this one. Of course, it's a personal choice and personal preference, because if you fall in love with this aesthetic and this guitar, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, right? So, you know, when you fall in love with the guitar, you know, what can you do? But just want to point that out, that the other option, you know, the Les Paul Modern, it's a really great option. And I think it's a little bit underestimated, because I haven't seen them a lot, and it's quite of a bummer, because those are great guitars. So, but let me know what you think about it, because, you know, everyone is different, so I'd like to know your opinion about it. And if you like what I do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and maybe video comparison, etc. I want to thank, of course, strumentimusicali.net that let me borrow this guitar. You can find all the prices and availability in the description down below. Also, if you like the tones that you heard, maybe check out my presets of the Quad Cortex, and I have also one of the Tone X. Yeah, so thanks a lot for watching this video, guys, and see you next time. Ciao!